Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome back to my channel Leela Web Dev. In this video, we are going to learn about the another proxy that is nothing but protection proxy pattern. So we will learn about this protection proxy pattern in JavaScript using a complete real world example I will try to show you. So we are not only going to understand what a protection proxy is, but we are also going to build a scalable application, and as usual, we will develop using the open closure principle. So the same scenario we will try to do it. So now before we start coding, first let us understand the core idea in a very simple way. Suppose we have a front-end admin dash applications. Let's say inside the application there are some dangerous operations like deleting user. Let's say that you are having deleting user, changing the bill settings, or modifying the configurations, issuing refunds, or something like that. So now obviously not every user can able to access these all the operations. If a normal user accidentally get access to this one delete functionality means the application can become very dangerous. So before executing sensitive functionality, we need a protection layer. That protection layer is called as a protection proxy. In simple words, what I can say is a protection proxy sits before sensitive functionality and prevents the unauthorized access. Now let us understand this using a real world analogy. Think about a bank locker room. You cannot directly walk into the locker area. First, what we will try to do, so before entering into the locker area, security verifies your identity, your permission, or whether you are authorized or not. Only after the verification you are allowed inside. Otherwise, access is blocked. That security layer behaves exactly like a protection proxy. Its main responsibility is protecting the sensitive resources. Now, this is very important to understand. Many people confuse about the access proxy and also the protection proxy. Let us clearly understand the difference between these two. An access proxy is generally a concept of controlling the access. So access proxy is just generally it's a controlling access. For example, premium features, subscription access, or feature flags or something like that. Whereas the protection proxy is more focused on protecting the dangerous or sensitive operations like deleting user, changing the production settings, financial operations, or something like that. Just think in your mind in such a way that if the proxy, when you are trying to write the logic, it is resembling that who are you means, then it is an access proxy. And if a proxy is something like it is resembling that any dangerous operations or something like that means, then you can decide that it is an uh, protection proxy. So just you mainly ask yourself, who are you? If it is asking means it's an access proxy. If the proxy mainly asks, is this operation safe and allowed means, then you can think of it as an what I can say is it's a protection proxy. So this is what I'm going to explain you. So fine. So the theory part is completed. So let's try to see the real world example. So I want to explain you with a real world example. Suppose let's say that we are building an admin dashboard, admin management system. Different users have different permissions, right? For example, let's say that normal support users can only view the customer details, whereas the manager can suspend the users. Admin can permanently delete the users. So like this, we have a different types of things. Now let us design this properly. So let's say that here we are having a proxy. In this one, I am creating a new folder that is nothing but protection proxy. Okay, in this protection proxy, so what I would be trying to do it is I will create another folder. Inside this one, I will have an actions. So in these actions, what I will try to, so I told you, right? So they can view the user. So let's say that view user dot js file. So in this one, I can do export function view user, and here there is no, and here I can write simply console.log viewing user details. That's it. Let's say I'm having another one, something like suspend user user.js file, and here export function. So this is completely business logic, so it doesn't care about what is the thing I want to do it. So just you can do console.log suspending user account. That's it. That's it. And next one is the delete user.js, and let's try to rename it. So here also export function delete user, and here deleting user account. So that's it. These are the different types of actions which you are able to have. So now let's try to create the rules for this one. So we'll have a rules in such a way that the first one which we are having is the support rules. Support means, so if you are having support permission means, then you can able to see export function support rule, and here you will be able to get the user, and if user dot role is equal to support, then what I can do here, I will return only support. So that's it. Now next one, we are having the manager rule. So if you have the user role is manager, export function manager rule of user, and here if he is a manager means, then just you can do this one. Now, so like this we'll be having different types of things. So if you are having a support means, just you can able to view the user. So if you want, you can also use something like view, and manager means, so then you can return the manager. Oh, sorry, not manager. So manager has a suspend thing, and the last one which you will be having is the admin. Okay, so in this admin rule, what I will try to do it is admin rule, sorry, admin rule .js file, and here also export function admin rule of user. So I will able to get the user, and here if he is an admin means, then I can return the delete. That's it. So this is the rules. So now let's try to design the protection proxy. So here I can give protection proxy.js file. So here export function protection proxy of, and here you'll be able to get all the actions. Okay, and also you'll get the rules, and here I will return function of user, and now for constant, or otherwise for let rule of rules, and first I will calculate the, I will try to get the action. So here we are having the different types of rules, right? So inside this one I will try to get the particular action, so delete or support or something like that. Now we need to pass the action. We got the action, sorry, and if action is there, then so what I can do, so constant perform action, sorry, actions of action, and here I can perform it directly like this. So now here we can able to do it, and if you don't have anything means, then here we can do console.log no matching rules for the thing, and you can return it directly. That's it, or otherwise no permissions, no permissions, and here we can run the performance. Yeah, so nice. So this one is the thing. Now let's go to our index.js file. So I will be doing the index.js file, and here I will be having all the things. So now here I will be trying to do, so first of all we will try to get the rules. So protection rules, what I was having, so here I can say something like manager rule. Okay, so this is our manager rule, and let's try to have .js file, and here I will be having another one is the admin rule, support rule. So here I can do support rule, and here I can get the admin rule also. So fine. Now here I will be having constant actions also. Actions is in such a way that I can go something like delete. If delete is there means, then I can have delete action. No, it's not a delete action, right? Delete, sorry, if it is a delete means, then you can have admin, not admin rule. Actions, what is the things we have here? Delete user. So now delete we have it, and we have a suspend also. Suspend. Then we can have suspend user. And the last one which we'll be having is the view. View is the support view user. That's it. So these are the things which you will be having. Now I need to create the protection proxy is equal to protection proxy. So here protection, I will try to give only the protection is equal to protection proxy. Let's try to import this protection proxy also, and rules I am sending it. And now here I can do something like protection of rule admin, and I can have something like this. Now let's try to run this one node. So we are in the protection proxy only, so index.js file. So if I try to see the example, see, for the delete admin user you can able to delete the user account. For suspending user you can able to do it. Manager, for support you can able to view it. For the guest you don't have no permissions, found for the rule guest. So this is how you can able to control this one. Okay, so now this is what we will be developing the protection proxy. So now what I want to say, so this is exactly how enterprise systems actually become scalable. Now let us understand where this pattern exists in the real front-end application. This concept is extremely common in admin dashboards, financial systems, enterprise portals, payment systems, production configuration panels, or something like that. Frameworks like React Router, Vue Router, Angular Guards, and enterprise middleware systems all internally use very similar protection concepts. Now let us summarize everything what we have learned. A protection proxy sits between the client and sensitive functionality. Its job is to protect critical operations from unauthorized access. It decides who can execute dangerous actions, what level of access they have, and whether execution should continue or not. A scalable protection proxy should not contain hard-coded security conditions. Instead, security rules should be pluggable and extensible. This keeps the architecture clean, maintainable, secure, scalable, and also aligned with the OCP. That is nothing but open closure principle. And that's it, guys. This is the complete idea of the protection proxy. Hope you understood about this protection proxy. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.